Today's video, or if you're listening on the podcast, is going to be a dose of tough love because your limiting beliefs are holding you back. You're believing in these false narratives, these myths, and they are stopping you from reaching your full potential. And what I want to do is talk about the things that I see happening every single day in our community and help you break out of that myth, break out of that mold, and see real people that are actually doing what you want to do to help expand your mind that this is possible. The number one myth I always see and hear is about follower count, follower count, follower count. I don't have enough followers to get brand deals. If it is 2025, if you are still living in this narrative, then you're living under a rock because there's so many examples of people out there that are not having a huge follower count and they're making 5 figures. We're talking $10,000 and up. Take Samantha, for example. Samantha is one of our Pitching to Brands Master Course students. She had 4,000 followers at the time when she landed her first 5-figure partnership. Now, she did not clarify what that was, but 5 figures is 10,000 and up. If you have 4,000 followers on Instagram and you are watching this video right now, and you have not hit a 5-figure brand deal, it's not because you're not amazing or because your content isn't 10 out of 10. It's because you may not have the right strategies in place to pitch these partnerships. To take you a little bit behind the scenes of when a brand wants to work with a small creator, 9 times out of 10, it includes usage for ads and UGC content. Brands want content, they're willing to pay, and they're not looking at the follower counts. Take Jess and Steve, another pair of creators, couple creators, under 5,000 followers when they pitched a tourism board and landed a $20,000 partnership. I know these sound crazy, but these are real people and this is really happening. So again, when a tourism board needs content, in their case, it was like road trip couples content, they're willing to pay for that content. And again, oftentimes we take small partnerships into big ones around things like usage and licensing the content to these destinations for them to use again and again. A creator I'm actually meeting with for lunch today, she's one of my close friends, Monet from The Traveling Child. She has told me that many times she licenses her content to tourism boards yearly. So every year they come back asking to renew that content. And I love that because it just shows there is this recurring stream of income and she's able to take that one piece of content that she made for them and make it live again and again. Another thing I hear all the time from creators is that you have to post every day or consistently in order to work with brands. Well, that is the overall premise of yes, be consistent, show up, post. It's not always true. Take Olga, one of my bootcamp students and an Inner Circle member and a Pitching to Brands student. Olga from the Mini Jet Setter, she told us on a recent podcast interview that she posts once or twice a week. She posts really valuable content that is tied to ManyChat automations so that when her audience comes to her, they are getting an automation or a link of something really meaty and helpful and valuable. So it's not like she's working less, but she's not posting every single day. She's like, yeah, I post sometimes once a week or twice. So I have to also be really, really particular with my brand partners, but her content is very helpful. So don't fall into this trap that if you're not posting every day or not super consistent, that you can't also work with brands. Olga is one of those students that after I started working with her, she was able to land her first $10,000 partnership, and we have seen her like literally take off in such crazy ways. It is so exciting to see her grow, and I'm so happy to be a part of her journey. Another big myth in order to come to brand deals that you need a manager. Oh, I need a manager. You know what a manager is? It's the shiny coin. It's what you think you need to make money. It's like a lot of marketers, our shiny coin is ads. Oh, if I just had ads, I would sell more. Manager is your shiny coin. It's your Achilles heel. You think you need one to make money. It is absolutely not true. Take Lauda, for example, also an Inner Circle student, a Pitching to Brands Master Course student, and someone that I work with one-on-one on private coaching. She is at $9,500 this month so far. She doesn't have a manager. What she does have and what she has invested in is a virtual assistant to help her scale her pitches. So her VA helps put the pitches together, get the emails, build the list, and send those pitches out. So instead of having someone take 20% of your income, she has been able to have someone come in, support her, and then her assistant gets Lauda the calls. Lauda gets on the call with the brand. She puts the offers together. She closes the deal. So again, you don't need a manager. Maybe you need support. That's fine. That's fair, but you can get that. And what's been really lovely is Loud has been a part of our community for a really long time. She's also become a close friend. She has our influencer assistant program also, which has trained her assistant to support her better. So again, don't let this idea that you're not getting money because you don't have a manager be a truth. It is not a truth. You can absolutely fly. And so far, every creator that I have mentioned so far, and every creator that I'm going to mention on today's list does not have a manager. They do it themselves. Another big myth is brands want to work with lifestyle creators, or my niche is specific, or my niche doesn't have brands. There's literally not one niche that I have seen that does not have brands. I mean, y'all, I've worked with gamers to pet influencers. I once worked with a mermaid, an opera singer. There are brands in all of these spaces. Take Carissa, Pitching to Brands Mastercourse student, an Inner Circle member, and someone who I've worked with on a long-term coaching basis. She also hit her first 10K brand deals month in working with us. So that's a major hooray. And she is a charcuterie board creator. Literally go on her page. It's amazing. But all she does is talk about like building charcuterie boards and hosting. And because she is so niche, she is able to charge a lot more. She has this amazing content, very, very niche, and brands are loving it. So there is money in any niche, whether you're a handyman or you're a hairdresser or you are in fixing cars, or what is that even called? Mechanic? I don't know. Whatever niche you're in, there are brands that you can reach out to in these niches. Now, if you're feeling inspired and feeling pumped and want to work with us, there are so many different ways. I'm going to leave a link to our course below. I'm also going to give you $500 off our signature program using YouTube 500. This is going to give you $500 off our pitching program. You can see that link below and go ahead and access it. And I'm also going to put a link to our success manager. So if you want to work with me in a longer capacity, a longer period, one-on-one style, support you in this side of your business, you can get on a call with our success manager and she will share with you how I can support you in your creator business and get you results like the ones you're seeing. Also regarding niches, I want to share with you guys this other creator, Nick. He is in the woodworking space. He said that through our program, he made in 1 week what he made in an entire year just in partnerships. Imagine making in 1 week what you make in a whole year. And he's in woodworking and like building stuff. There's another creator that I worked with. Her name is Maria. She preferred to stay anonymous, but she said that before working together and having our program, she was making $500 here and there. She was in the pet niche. Her first partnership, y'all, after enrolling in our program, she made a $9,000 brand deal. So again, pet niche, woodworking, charcuterie, whatever it is, there's opportunity for y'all too. Now, a lot of creators have this idea that you need to have really fancy gear and really fancy equipment to make money with partnerships. Again, not true. Yes, there is space for creators who have the drones and the fancy cameras. There's a space for them and they deserve to exist. And guess what? They get paid a lot for that content as well. But more and more, we are seeing brands want content shot on handheld devices. I can't tell you the amount of contracts that are on my desk that literally say, we want the content to be shot on a phone. They want it to feel like in a phone. Take Sandy and Jimmy, creators that I've worked with forever. They're part of my Inner Circle. They're part of my pitching program. I've worked with them in so many different ways. Love these guys. They locked in a $200,000 partnership with my support. But what's so great about Sandy and Jimmy is that they have this really high-end video capacity, but they've told us, Nina, more and more and more brands want the content shot on our phones. And we're seeing so much of the brand deals we are doing be shot on our phones. So if you have a phone, you are in a position to also make 6 figures plus in brand partnerships. Don't let this idea that you don't have fancy equipment or fancy camera mean you can't charge. Because again, if a brand wanted that, they would get that. Right now, what they are looking for is a lot more unpolished, raw style of organic content, and that is being shot on non-fancy equipment. So equipment is not a necessity to get partnerships. A lot of times I hear creators say, well, I'm not on Instagram. Our Instagram is the only place that I can make money. Not true. Take Terry. He is a LinkedIn creator. LinkedIn, okay, he has a LinkedIn community and he has brought in over $200,000 last year in speaking gigs and brand deals, being a smaller LinkedIn creator. Instagram is not the only place that there are brand deals, y'all. There are brand deals on every single platform. If you watched my Time Top 100 creator list, you will see that the top creator of the year was a Twitch live streamer. Okay, so there is no longer this rhetoric of I don't have Instagram or Instagram isn't it. Whatever platform you water and give love to, there's opportunity in those platforms, and Terry is a great example of this. I think another big myth is once you go viral, the brand deals are going to start coming in, right? Oh my gosh, I got all these views, I'm going to get brand deals. Not true. Kel, a comedian that we worked with, told us that he thought once he went viral that all the brand deals were going to come, and he was still getting gifted stuff. And we're talking, he had a huge following, like 500K. He was still getting offered gifted, still not making enough. And again, what was so interesting was how he was positioning himself. So he was very blatant. Nina, I thought I was going viral. I thought I had big followers, automatic money. Do you know how many people I personally know that have 1 million+ followers and are not making anything? Nothing. Literally, they're in my head. I don't want to say them out loud, but I know these people. And then I have people with less than 5,000 followers that are racking in huge amounts of partnerships. There has to be a reason for this. And it doesn't just mean confidence. So much of it is in strategy. So again, if this is something that you're interested in diving into, y'all, I did include that $500 off YouTube code at the bottom. Take advantage of it or get on a call with someone on our team to see how I can support you. This is what I do every single day. I eat, breathe, and live this stuff. Don't ask me how to shoot a video. Don't ask me how to create engaging content or hooks. That's not my space. That's not my niche. My niche is brand deals, sponsorships, negotiations, contracts, packages, proposals, monetization through brand deals. That's my niche. And that's what I'm really excited about, passionate about. And that's what I want to help you do. I have hundreds of testimonials all over our site. So you could go ahead and check those out if you guys are wanting to hear more about our success stories. And again, do not let these limiting beliefs. I hope these people, these real humans, have expanded your mind and have helped you see, wait a second, if they can do it, I can do it too. Whether it's with our support, if you do it on your own, the idea here is to expand your mind to know what is possible for y'all. And I know that you can do it. And I really hope I get to be a part of that journey. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.